Hello, I'm Will Bushy, the founder of Sioux Falls, and today I wanted to walk over some of the components that we're going to include in this upcoming Sioux Falls project. I've got everything ordered from China and it's starting to come in. I've got most of the supplies in already, so let's go ahead and go through some of the components that we're going to be using. Here's the largest box, and I know what's in it because it's the only thing I bought from Amazon. These are our arcade buttons, and the reason I bought them from Amazon was just because I couldn't quite tell from some of the eBay listings on what I was getting, and I wanted to make sure. I previously bought these buttons from Amazon, so I knew exactly what I was going to get, and the quality was really good. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what they look like. All right, here they are, and I bought 9 of these boxes. They sold them as a little bit of a kit, and they were based on color, so this one says blue. Now there's actually 2 button sizes. Pour these out. And what happened was the packages came with a certain number of regular sized ones, and then each one had 2 of these smaller ones. So you can see with the white collars on them, these ones are just ever so slightly smaller. I forget the exact size on them now, but anyway, all the rest of the boxes are the same. They're just different colors. Well, there you go. There's all the colors. We've got the blues that we saw. We got red, yellow, green, and white. And I've got some smaller ones of, I think most or all of these. The way they sold them were either a box of 10 all of one color or a little combo of multiple colors. So there may be a mismatch of the number, but it doesn't really matter. I ordered 9 boxes of 10 total buttons each. So I've got about 90 of these, which will be more than enough. I have 2 of these boxes. They're identical. I know what's in them because they're the only thing that I bought 2 of. But let's go ahead and open them up and we'll take a quick look. I found these kits where they were selling the Arduino Nano as well as the breadboard and the cable and also the wires. So on the very bottom here are the jumper wires. And as a kit, they were quite a bit cheaper in the big scheme of things than buying each of these 3 things independently. So I bought 2 packages of them. I believe there's 10 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so there's 10 breadboards, Arduinos, and jumper wires. And unlike last time, these have the correct USB cable, so that'll work out perfect. So I've got 20 of these kits over 2 boxes, so that's more than enough, even if we end up frying a few of them out. Let's take a look at a few of these bags. Should we play guess what's in them? It's a bunch of Chinese words, and it says, if known, HS tariff number 4 and country of origin good 5. 6 an $8 value. So yeah, your guess is as good as mine. Let's take a look. Oh, perfect. So these are those kits. These are the solder kits that we're going to have the kids put together. These are actually little mini metal detectors. It has the coil printed on the PCB right there and a handful of components. We put one of these together, my daughter and I, a couple of weeks ago, and it worked out really, really well. I was surprised how well it actually worked. So the kids will be putting these together. I ordered them from a couple of different suppliers, just in case we had any problems. I could kind of diversify my problems. So here's one of the kits. It looks like there's probably 10 of them here. Not exactly sure what that label was trying to refer to, but it looks like they're all in great shape. So let's go on to the next one. This one's accurately labeled. It says toggle switches, and I did order some toggle switches. So hopefully that's actually what's inside. Let's take a look. Well, there you go. It's actually what was labeled. It's toggle switches, and there's some toggle switches. I ordered these because I thought the kids might want to put some switches on the side to maybe use multiple game modes. I only ordered 10 of them. I have a handful of other toggle switches as well. And you just never know the quality of these, so I just wasn't sure. These ones look pretty good. And in addition to those, I got some packages of wire. Now, the wire was really inexpensive. I think it was $1 or maybe $1.20 for each of these. And I don't even remember exactly how long they were, but we can always use wire as part of these projects. We'll usually use some jumper wires, but this gives us some additional opportunity. And I had no idea if it's going to be good wire or bad wire, so I just wanted to give it a shot and see. All right, this one's labeled Power Switch Button 2, $1.47. And it says there's 2 of them. doesn't really feel like that. Let's open it up and see. All right, well, there were definitely some toggle buttons in there and a whole bunch of other things. I don't know why they just listed the one toggle buttons, but I did get some toggle buttons or push buttons, as they're better known. Not sure, just thought I'd get them in case the kids wanted to put some additional buttons that don't have LEDs on them, maybe to set modes or a reset button or something. Just not sure. They were super cheap. I think looks like there's 5 greens and 5 reds. So 20 of those. And then we always need resistors, and I usually order just a bunch of resistors because they get lost and they just get soldered into the projects and they seem to just disappear in general. So there's probably some 200s or 220s, 1K and 10K would be my guess here. So those are those. And then these are just LEDs. I don't remember exactly what color I got, but I can always use extra LEDs. These ones have the nice long leads on them, which work out great for the breadboards. They just work better than the short ones. So I'll get these, I'll figure out what color these are and get those divided up. And then lastly, this little piece here. This is a little touch circuit. I just saw it and thought it was kind of neat. This, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 10 touches. I think, yeah, they can be split apart and powered individually. But these are a capacitive touch, so we can just turn it into a touch system. I have no idea what I'm going to use this for, but it was cheap, and I just thought I would get it and give it a try and see how well it works. So that bag had quite a bit in it. All right, I don't know if you can read this, but this one's labeled Resistance 2, and then the dollar amount is cut off, although I can see a 1 there. So let's see what kind of resistances I got. All right, well, there you go. There's the resistance. So I've got a couple packages of resistors. I don't know exactly why I got these separate. I think I was concerned because the picture showed them loose, and I definitely wanted them not loose. And so I was a little concerned, so I didn't buy a bunch of them, but I thought that I would just throw them in and confirm that I was correct. These actually were being sold loose. So anyway, no worries. We'll use those as well. It's not a big deal. I also bought some of these reed switches. I've used these on different projects in the past. I believe they're normally open, and then when you run a magnet over them, they're closed, if I remember correctly. These tend to break very easily. They're in little glass tubes, and I tend to break quite a few of them, so I just picked up a couple extras. I kind of see some floating glass inside there, so one of them may have already broke. But anyway, they're kind of fun, and they're very helpful if you're going to build some type of a circuit, maybe where a door opens and closes. And then here I've got some of these connectors. I've used these a lot in the past to just hook things together on power, make it a quick connection. They've got the screw terminals on them, so you could reuse them. And then I've got some extra nanos, and I ordered these nanos just because the last time I ordered some, I had 10 of them come with the wrong USB cable. So I just wanted to alleviate any potential risk and order a few extras. So I had 5 extras. If worst case came to worst thing, the other packages didn't show up, I could put these together with some of them that I already had, and we would have been in good shape. So it was correct. There were resistors in there. Now on to the last one, and I'm pretty sure based on process of elimination, I know what's in here. These should be the remaining kits, the little metal detectors. It says modules and components. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so I was right. It did have the kits in there. Here they are. They should be identical to the other kits as well. They just sold from different manufacturers, or sellers, but they're all from the same factory. Sometimes you will find some slight variations, like the LEDs might be a little bit different, but in general, they're going to be the same. Now, these do have those screw terminals, so I'm going to have to figure out how we want to hook power up to these. Last time I had a little USB jacks, which worked out really well. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm not really concerned about it. So there's the last of those kits. So there should be 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Now, I think I ordered, I think I ordered 25, so I still might be missing, or, can't remember. I think I ordered 25. I still might be missing some of those. So the other component that was marked on there as just component was these little buzzers. I thought I would try a different type of buzzer. These wires are a lot smaller than I had envisioned, but we'll go ahead and give these a try as the buzzer inside of our Simon Says. Before I was using these little tiny ones, which work out perfect. It's just they're small, they're kind of hard to use if we want to mount them somewhere. These, I thought, because they were a little bit larger, we could glue them to the inside of a box. So anyway, I have 20 of those. Those should work out perfect. They work exactly the same. And then mystery item, Heatsink Plaster. I definitely did not order this, or at least I did not order it on purpose. I don't know what heatsink plaster is. I know what heatsink compound is, but oh well, I guess I have something free. Or I didn't get something that I ordered and I got this instead. I'll have to go back to the eBay listing and find out. Well, there we have it. All of the components for the Sioux Falls project. I'll go ahead and get these put into nice little totes for all of the kids. We've got our kits that we'll use. We got our Arduinos back here. We got our breadboards. We've got a bunch of wires and some lead wires in the other box. A bunch of arcade buttons, 90 of them to be exact. And then all of the other loose components that are going to come in handy throughout the project itself. So there you have it. There's everything that we're going to be including as part of our kit. I think the kids are really going to like these arcade buttons. I think there's going to be a lot of interesting projects that they come up with, even if they end up not building our Simon Says game, which is completely fine. So if that sounds like something your kids would be interested in, head over to HackSiouxFalls.com and get signed up today. I've sold quite a few of the tickets already, but there's still a few available. It costs $150 and includes everything that you've seen here today, and maybe even some more stuff if they need it. So head over to HackSiouxFalls.com. Also, if you have any questions, you can send me a message through that website. Happy to answer it. So we'll look forward to seeing you here in a couple weeks.